Learning a second language is more than memorizing vocabulary. It can expand a person's mind, introduce new ways of seeing the world, and create meaningful connections with people from different cultures. It may also open doors in school and work. However, language learning requires time, regular practice, patience, and sometimes money for classes, tutoring, books, or travel. That leads to an important question. Are the benefits large enough to justify the effort? The answer depends on what a learner hopes to achieve and how the language fits into everyday life. One reason to learn a second language is that the process challenges the brain in useful ways. Learners must recognize patterns, remember new words, understand sentence structure, and choose the right expression in context. The article connects language learning with stronger information processing, reading comprehension, reasoning, and problem solving. These skills are useful beyond language class because students often need them in science, math, and many everyday situations. Learning another language does not make every task easy, but it gives the mind regular practice in flexibility and careful thinking. Language is also a bridge between people and cultures. Knowing another language can help a learner meet friends on the other side of the world, understand films and television shows in their original language, and notice cultural ideas that may be hidden in translation. It can create a wider world view and make it easier to communicate with people who have different experiences. Instead of limiting a person to one familiar community, another language provides additional ways to listen, speak, understand, and build relationships. A second language can support future goals and career opportunities. Employers often value people who can communicate with different clients, coworkers, and communities. Bilingual communication may help a person solve problems across cultures, collaborate with a wider range of people, and work in environments connected to travel, education, health, business, technology, or public service. The language itself is only part of the benefit. The persistence, communication, and cultural awareness developed while learning can also become valuable strengths in many professional settings. The counterpoint begins with time. Learning a language after early childhood can be more difficult, and becoming fluent often takes years of consistent practice. Learners may need to study grammar, build vocabulary, listen carefully, speak regularly, and continue even when progress feels slow. Some people argue that this time could be spent on another useful skill, talent, or hobby. This concern is reasonable. A language is most worthwhile when the learner has a clear purpose and a realistic plan for using it, instead of treating it as a short-term project. Money is another practical concern. Classes, tutors, books, digital tools, and learning materials may require a significant budget. Schools may need to choose between language courses and other subjects, while families and independent learners may have to pay for support outside school. Travel can provide valuable practice, but it can also be expensive. These costs do not prove that language learning lacks value. They show that learners should compare available resources with their goals and choose a method that is sustainable. The question is not exactly the same for everyone. A learner should consider personal goals, available time, budget, motivation, and opportunities to practice. Someone who wants to work with international clients, travel, connect with relatives, or understand another culture may find the effort especially valuable. Someone with very limited time may need a smaller, more focused goal. A thoughtful decision does not ignore the costs. It weighs them against the connections, skills, opportunities, and confidence that a second language may provide. Learning a second language is challenging, but it can open a much larger universe. It may strengthen learning habits, widen cultural understanding, create relationships, and support future careers. It also demands patience, practice, and realistic planning. The most useful conclusion is not that everyone must learn another language in exactly the same way. It is that learners should understand both the benefits and the costs, choose a meaningful goal, and keep moving forward one word at a time.